Hello viewers, welcome back. This is part 7 of our series of session on F12 configuration for inventory masters. So in this session, we will see yet another option. By enabling that option, what advantage the businesses will have and how businesses can take advantage of these features for better management of their inventory. Under show more configuration, we had seen a couple of additional options and we understood about these options in our previous sessions. So we understood how we can use part number for stock item. And in this session today, we will understand the option of stock category for stock item. If you recall, I have explained in detail in my earlier video inventory module in Tally stock category part 3 from the playlist inventory basics. The concept of stock category was explained with examples, configuring stock categories for item and reporting. You can click on the eye icon on top to view the video for better understanding. Let me quickly show you here for the benefit of all the viewers the advantage of having cost category and how cost category is going to help you in parallel classification so that you can manage your inventory better. If you recall in my previous session, part 3 of the inventory basic, we had discussed about stock group, stock category and stock item. So if you see the stock items are basically, if you see, they are grouped under the brand name. So you see this brand names, right? So, and how does stock category help and what is the advantage of stock category? Let's take the case of the external hard drive. So here you see Seagate, Lenovo and Toshiba external hard disk. They are classified under the brand. Now, when you take here, let's take the example here. So when we take here, you will see that there is a category created as external hard disk, and under that you have a different category where we say that external hard disk 1.5 terabyte, 2 and 4. And if you notice here, you will see that all these three brands have some storage as common, that is 1.5 terabyte, 2 terabyte and 4 terabyte. Now, anything which is common across your groups that you have created, that is where you can have the common item across the group as your stock category. So that is what we have done here. So again, so you can view that video for better understanding in detail about the benefits of stock category. So how do we enable stock category in Tally? So you come to create, then you go to stock category and you press enter. Okay. So this is like your stock group creation, but remember by default the stock category option will be disabled or it will be set as no. So first you have to go and then set this option of enabling cost category to yes. So how do we do that? Press F12 configure and you will notice here the option use stock category for stock item. By default it is going to be set to no. So you come here and then click here and then make this as yes, right? So now you will have this additional option under the group. You also have a parallel classification that can be done for stock category, right? So how do we create stock category? So again, I had already created the stock category. So let me just go to alter, and first before that, let me just show you the stock summary. So under the stock summary, if you see, there is this group called laptop, and under laptop, there are 3 subgroups, which is Dell laptop. Okay. Again, I'm going to press shift enter to explore the information. So under Dell laptop, if you see, Dell laptop has i3 configuration, i5 configuration and i7. Similarly, the other brands also have the similar kind of a configuration. So which means among this different subgroup, that is Dell laptop, HP laptop, and LG laptop, there is something common across these groups. So at any point in time, as a user, if you want to know what is the total stock of i3 laptops that you have, irrespective of the brand, this is where the stock category is going to really help you. So how do we now set up? So that means I have to now create a stock category which is common across these groups and attached to each of this item, right? So I come to alter and then I go to stock category, right? So you will see here that 3 categories have been created: Core i3, Core i5, and Core i7, as we saw in the 3 different brands of laptop. So this is how you create. So you go to create and you enter the name of the category, which is, remember, it has to be common across your different groups, which is basically different brand. So you select Core i3 and then, you put this under primary, and the same logic. You can have a group for stock category, subgroup, and other things. Okay. So currently, let's just leave it at primary. So you save this. So this way you create this 3 cost categories. Now, when you're creating your stock item, so let me come to stock item. And now let's say I'm going to create the stock item called Dell laptop. So you enter this. When you come down here, it is going to ask you the group. So I'm going to select my group as Dell laptop group. And this is where the category, whatever you are creating. Now, i3 is going to be common across my 3 different groups of my laptop. So I'm going to select i3, which I have already created as a stock category. I'm going to select this, and this is how you enable and create a cost category and link the cost category to every stock item. So once you have done this, you can now view this information. Now I come to stock summary. Let me just go to laptop and I just press Alt F1. So here I have all this, different branded laptops and all those things. Now I want to see laptops which has got a configuration of i3 across my various brands. Okay, so very simple. How do I see this? Let me just quickly show you the menu path first. So you come to display, then you come to inventory book, and then you have this option called stock category summary. When you click here, it is going to give you the list of all the categories. Now here you select the category called Core i3, and when you enter here, you will notice that now you are getting the list of all the laptops from different groups, which has got the common aspect of the size or configuration, which is common across the group. So this is how, the stock category is going to help you in quickly getting information with a parallel criteria that you apply for your stock items. So the whole idea of creating stock category is parallel classification, as I mentioned, which is common across the group. So a couple of examples just to reiterate. In case of ready-made garments, so you can have brand wise as group and size of the garment as your category. Again, in case of paints, you can have different brands as group for type of paints. Category can be for something which is similar. For example, category could be emulsion paints or synthetic paints, etc., where emulsion, synthetic might be across your various brands of paints that you are dealing in. So you can use this for many more items that you are dealing, which will help you to better manage your inventory for your operations. I hope this option would definitely help businesses who are looking for parallel classification and use the feature to your advantage so that you can have better control over inventory for your business operations. And don't forget to view the detail of the stock category, which is explained in my earlier video, which you will find in the eye icon on top. So thank you very much. See you all till the next session. Thank you.